They say we're living in the age of love. But what if this modern love is actually destroying men from the inside? Sounds crazy, right? But wait, before you scroll, because what I'm about to tell you might change how you see relationships forever. Let's go back a few decades. Men used to build things: farms, houses, families. They had purpose, drive, and identity. They knew what they stood for. Now, we have men scrolling endlessly, liking photos instead of living lives, chasing validation instead of victory. And modern love has become the perfect trap. Because love today isn't about connection anymore. It's about attention, about who texts first, who leaves who on scene, who's got more followers. It's not love. It's a competition disguised as affection. But here's the twist. Men are losing something far deeper than just relationships. They're losing themselves. See, modern dating teaches men one dangerous thing: that your worth comes from how much someone else desires you. That if you're not chosen, you're not enough. And once that idea sinks in, it kills confidence from the root. Men used to chase purpose. Now they chase validation. And when validation becomes the goal, strength fades. Think about it. The average man now spends hours trying to win digital affection, curating images, sending DMs, waiting for replies that never come. He's not hunting for a mission. He's hunting for attention. And here's the scary part. Every time he gets ignored or ghosted, his brain takes a hit. His dopamine crashes. His focus dies, and his self-worth quietly erodes. That's not love. That's addiction. But it gets darker, because women today are also told they deserve the best. But what the best really means has been hijacked. It's not loyalty or leadership anymore. It's status, money, aesthetics, clout. So both sides are trapped. Men are trying to prove their value. Women are trying to validate theirs. And no one's actually connecting. That's why love feels emptier than ever. Because everyone's performing instead of loving. But let's go even deeper. When men lose struggle, they lose strength. When everything becomes easy, swipe, text, scroll, discipline disappears. Modern comfort creates emotional softness, and emotional softness kills masculine resilience. Men aren't weak because they cry. They're weak because they've forgotten how to fight. Not against women, but against the version of themselves that wants comfort over challenge. Love used to build men. It made them protect, provide, pursue. Now, it breaks them because it demands nothing real. Relationships today start fast, end faster, and leave behind invisible wounds: rejection, comparison, emptiness. And yet, men keep coming back, because that tiny hit of attention feels like hope, even when it's hollow. But here's where it gets even crazier. The more men depend on digital affection, the less capable they become in real life. It's psychological conditioning. The brain starts to associate pleasure with passivity, scrolling, waiting, hoping, instead of acting, building, becoming. And slowly, generation by generation, masculine energy fades into silence. Not because women made it happen, but because men stopped resisting it. Modern love didn't just make men weak, it made them forget who they are. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you saw love that looked real? Not curated, not filtered, just raw, loyal, imperfect commitment. It's rare now, because we've been taught that love should feel like constant excitement. But real love feels like peace, and peace requires strength. That's why strong men are becoming extinct, not because the world took their power, but because they traded it for approval. Every like, every scene, every text they waited for that never came, each one took a little piece of their fire. But it doesn't have to stay that way. If you're a man watching this, stop giving your energy to things that drain you. Stop begging for attention you don't need, and start rebuilding your purpose. Because here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Modern love rewards weakness, but life still respects strength. You can't be both addicted and powerful. You have to choose. Be the man who creates more than he consumes, who leads with clarity, not confusion, who builds something real in a world addicted to fake. And if you do, you'll see something incredible happen. The same world that ignored you will start to respect you, not because you begged for it, but because you became undeniable. That's real attraction. Not manipulation, not games, just power. Quiet, confident, earned. So next time you feel unloved, ask yourself this: are you actually unloved, or are you just disconnected from your mission? Because men with purpose don't chase love. Love chases them. And that's the truth modern society doesn't want you to remember. So before you scroll, pause, look at your reflection, and ask yourself, are you stronger than your comfort or weaker because of it? Because the answer to that question will decide the kind of man you become. Would you survive this modern love trap? Comment below. And subscribe this video, like and share before you forget. The next story dives even deeper into the psychology behind why we fall for emotional traps without realizing it. You think this was intense? Wait till you hear what comes next.